Leave it to the boys to start out the new season like the boys. Good Lord! I don't even know where to start. Guess I'll start from the beginning. That politician chick that's always popping people's heads is having some type of rally or fundraiser or whatever. And the team is together, moving into position, doing their thing, trying to get in there, and everybody's checking in, and they can't find Billy. Billy's throwing up in a damn alleyway. And at first, I thought he was breaking the fourth wall because he says something right at the camera. You'll find out later that he's actually having hallucinations. Oh, man. So Homelander ends up showing up there, and they are surprised. So they don't want him there, apparently. He's there with his son, who has had a growth spurt. You can tell. It's like, oh, the boy grew. Okay. Voice hasn't changed yet, but he definitely had a growth spurt. And the politician chick has a daughter. Okay? So they want to talk, and they send them off together, and Homelander makes a joke about no one coming back pregnant. And I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking not that they would have sex, but I'm thinking like, this could be some power couple type of stuff. What if those two work together and then they put their children in? And then for him to make the joke while I was thinking that, I was like, So they're arguing with each other nicely in front of all the cameras while the children go off together, and Billy sees the kid, the boy. So, Billy's like trying to get him to come with him. Homelander comes in, you know what I mean? Homelander X-ray visioned his head and can see that he's dying. So he's got some type of dark mass around his brain. Nothing happens, he leaves with the boy. But the little girl, who I knew, they're up in the politician lady's room in the hotel, and the girl walks in, and I'm like, she's got powers. The way she's looking at these guys, she's got powers. And she starts ripping them apart with these tentacles that are coming out of her face. The one guy I saw laying there with the skull and the meat gone, I was like, that's some of the best makeup I've ever seen. Good Lord. She was horrifying. Horrifying. I was like, this girl is terrifying. So apparently she injected her daughter with V or whatever. She comes up on, what's funny is as long as I've been watching this, I forget everybody's names. But the white dude, the darky white dude that loves Starlight or whatever, or like Starlight, whatever. Anyway, he throws acid on the politician chick, and it does nothing. Billy comes up, he shoots her in the head. It does nothing. And Mother's Milk is in a meeting with the government, and he's like, she could be invulnerable. I'm like, oh, good Lord. Because I was thinking, I'm like, is this chick invulnerable? What the hell's gonna hurt her? So, also, hope the guy who plays Mother's Milk is okay, because he looks aged and he looks thinner. He got different haircut, got that Jamie Foxx going on for him. I don't know what's going on, but So then Negan walks in on Billy. They're old buddies, and they have a conversation, and he wants Billy's help. Meanwhile, Homelander's on trial for murder, the kid, and the Seven or whatever is trying to find a new member. And they're going through stuff, and this, I was like, no, y'all better not. Everyone's so afraid of Homelander, they just keep agreeing with everything he says about picking a new member. So he tells Aquaman to get up and orally on what's his name? God, see? The speedster, okay? And he gets up and he stands like toys. Get up. A-Train gets up. They look at each other in the eye and he's just like, and I'm sitting there like, no! Because this is The Boys. You gotta remember this. I bet you it was in the script to do it and they took it out. So he tells them both, he's like surrounded by morons and all this other stuff because everybody, won't nobody talk back to him and help steer him in the right direction because they're afraid of him. Well, while they were going through all the pictures of who they might have wanted, they come across a chick who is the smartest person in the world. So he pays her a visit. And he asks her, for her help. And she's just reading them from head to toe. Meanwhile, Homelander is saving all of his gray pubic hairs in a jar. You heard me right. He's saving all of his gray pubic hairs in a jar. Find out the French dude on their team is bisexual. He likes men and women. He has a little thing going on with a guy that is, I don't know, whatever, dealing with them. They set up, so Homelander offers her a place on the 7, the smartest woman in the world, and they're like, let's enact all these ideas you got on the world. So they trick these guys that support Homelander into coming in, and they beat them to death with bats. Disgusting, as usual. And they place them in this rally, or this fight that they have after Homelander's trial. Of course, he's not guilty, so she actually orchestrates a whole fight, throwing something at somebody, calling them a fascist. They all start fighting. They dump the bodies. So they're all running with her plan. And, it's just... By the way, the Asian chick jumps out of the window, and she lands on the cement. And, oh, guys, disgusting. But she heals. She had to save them from the little girl that was tearing the Secret Service apart. Tore her arm off and everything. She jumped out of the window. Face was hanging off her skull. And she just healed up like Wolverine, of course, But anyway, Billy's still having, hallucinations. Dorky white dude's dad has a stroke. And he makes, and not Homelander, Billy makes a deal with the head popping chick. So, I think that's all I really need to talk about. I'm just thinking, I'm like, well, what else is there? I think that's everything. So, the first 3 episodes were released, I believe. So, I guess I'll be talking about them and reviewing them soon. But, I don't know if I'll do them all today. And I'm trying to sit down for 3 hours, and I got other things to do right now. You know what I'm saying? But this episode, I would give it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, Woos. Go see it, and I'll talk to y'all later.